the challenges are many, as you've seen. I think the solution one is to try to promote unity among the African countries. Unity is a prerequisite to development generally. So we want to first ensure that African countries can speak with one voice, that they are united. And this unity begins first at home. We'll try to work with the government of the African Union to ensure that there is harmony and peace within the countries. Peace is very important, prerequisite to development. Areas where there is conflict, we want to ensure that these conflicts are brought to an end and that people can concentrate on the task of nation building in those countries. Secondly, we've got these regional groupings, what we call RECs, the East African Community, the SADC, ECOWAS, and Maghreb, and so on. We want to ensure that these regional groupings actually work properly and harmoniously, because they are the building blocks of African unity, Pan-African unity, so that whatever we're doing can be implemented through these regional groupings. I'll give you an example. You've got the issues like the issue of infrastructure mentioned. And I have been fortunate to have been the high representative of AU on infrastructure. AU has got ambitious program, what is called PIDA, a program for infrastructure development in Africa. And they've identified several projects like the Pan-African highways. Secondly, the African high-speed railway network. Then you have got the energy program across the continent. Then you've got transport, air transport, and also water transport. And then there's fiber optic connections between the capitals of the continent. Now, each of these infrastructure programs have got what they call the champions, headed by a president, champions in them. But most of those projects have not moved. Most of them have not moved. If you take, for example, the inter-African highways, there's Cape to Cairo, and then there's Tunis to the Cape, and then there is Dakar through Bamako, Khartoum to Djibouti. You've got Dakar to Lagos, Lagos to Mombasa. Then you've got the rail network from Beira in Mozambique to Lobito in Angola, and branching to Walvis Bay in Namibia. You've got another high-speed rail network coming from Lagos, going through Cotonou, Benin, Lomé, in Togo, Accra, in Ghana, Abidjan, in Cote d'Ivoire, Freetown, going to Conakry, going all the way to Rabat, to Algiers, Tunis, to Cairo. Lagos to Cairo. Then you've got Lapset, the Lamu port in Kenya, going through Juba, Bangui in Central African Republic, to Kribi in the Cameroon port, which links the Atlantic Ocean and the Indian Ocean and opens up the landlocked countries within the continent to rail transport. You've got water transport along the rivers, the Congo, the Nile, from Lake Victoria to Atlantic. All those are there, but they're just on paper. They are not being implemented. So why are they not being implemented? That is the question that we need to answer so that these projects can be implemented. There is open skies. This is the air transport across the continent. That makes it easier without effective ground infrastructure. Air transport is an intermediate way of moving people and goods. Yet even there is a bureaucracy. Each and every country has got its own air traffic control system. So to overfly the airspace of a country, you need permission from the National Air Traffic Control Authority. And they are not properly coordinated so that that permit can be issued within 1 hour. You can take 2 or 3 days to get the permits to overfly. And even the commercial airlines that are flying are having to pay a lot of fees. We're charging somebody for flying in the air and you've done nothing in that air. It's just transiting. It's stupid because it makes it very expensive for travelers. Air transport in Africa is more expensive than it is in Europe. This is, for example, low-hanging fruits that can be harvested very easily and quickly. So I'm saying that to answer your question, the challenges and there are solutions. Why are we not using the solutions to deal with the challenges? Okay, so that is not for me to answer. I'm saying that I have an answer. If I'm given an opportunity to come and sit here, I will be able to move the organization to getting solutions to these problems. Thank you.
Thank you so much.